Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome,
Yeah.
welcome, welcome. I don't know what number workshop this is for all of you, but I think Jacob was telling me he had 28 workshops today. We have 11 hours to go. So in this 24-hour learning festival, right, with butter scenes, I hope you're all getting a wonderful taste of butter scenes throughout this whole fantastic festival. I'm having a blast. I hope you are too. And it's also a very big day on Product Hunt for our butter scenes tools. So if you haven't yet, please go ahead and head over there. I think we'll have a link to direct you. There we go. Direct you over to Product Hunt and also if you've got some background sounds, let's make sure everyone kind of mutes there as we're doing this so we can make sure to hear all the wonderfully smart and knowledgeable things Fernando has to tell us as we go into his session here. So before we start a session, you're gonna go leave a comment on Product Hunt, give us an upvote. And then we're gonna dive into Fernando's session here on the liberating structure, critical uncertainties. And apparently he's been using this for almost a decade now in here because it says 2015 and we are almost in 2025. So that is a long time to actually be able to use this and tell us about it. He's been a group facilitator and process designer since 2000. So wow, that's longer than my career. I always tell people 20 years to me. You've got almost 25. So we cannot wait until your session, and we're gonna let you dive right in because we have about an hour with you. So I'm gonna have you dive right in and take it from here.
Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, good to see so many familiar faces. Romy, David, Oil, Paula. Amazing. Okay, I'll be here with Hector today. And yeah, I just put the link in the chat for the scenes. So just be sure that you are clicking on the right place because the screen will be shared because of the recording, but we'll be playing on another screen. So open the scenes over there for you. And we'll be playing with critical uncertainties in a minute. Yeah, many people here know liberating structures, so it will be helpful. And actually, by the way, this is a very first test of this planning. So we are trying testing. We are not showing you like showcasing something that we did already. It's a real test. So welcome to the experiment. I hope it goes well, but we'll be learning something.
It will.
Yeah. Okay. Some people in Europe probably tired of a lot of workshops, and some people in North America. Nice. In the Caribbean.
There's some people actually just waking up in Australia. Welcome, Ben.
Yeah.
I know that's really early for you, I think.
Caffeine is high on this side. Yeah. How are we on the waiting room? Anyone waiting or?
I think we're good. The waiting
room
rock
is and roll, right?
Yeah, we can rock and roll.
Yeah. So remember, the chat is open for everybody. We can talk privately with friends and yeah, use it as much as you want. Okay, let us dive into the critical uncertainties. So quickly, like 3 slides just to present what it is. Lots of you are facilitating strategic planning. We know strategic planning from different organizations. So planning, business as usual, it's more or less, okay, we are here, we want to get there, and let's make our way there. And it has been doing like this for a long time. And then reality hits. And oh my God, we didn't plan for that kind of weather and this kind of thing. So, and actually it's normal. We don't plan for things to go wrong, right? We plan things to go, okay, we'll be navigating a blue sky and a blue ocean, but sometimes that's not what happens. But critical uncertainties, it's a very nice structure to use for this because you can plan for things that are critical and uncertain, and it's fun. and you can also involve lots of people doing this. So I highly recommend you to get this in your facilitator belt. And I hope you will learn how to do it. We'll be doing it like in a quickly fashion way, but you learn the steps, and then it's a matter of just applying by yourself or with a few friends to practice, and then with a real group. So how does that go? We'll be going step by step. Critical uncertainties defined, things that we can't control or predict, and that will affect us. So things that sometimes we don't pay attention to because it's painful. If we pay attention to everything that we can't control, it can be draining. So, but we'll be looking into this together. So the first step of the structure, it's a normal brainstorming. So go to the scenes and write down some factors that are impossible to predict or control in our environment. So in our environment, I mean, we are all facilitators, educators, trainers, consultants. This is our operating environment. So let's see what comes up. After you answer and submit, you'll be able to vote. So wait a couple of seconds for more ideas to flow in, and then you'll be able to vote and choose the 3 ones that are really critical. Oh, this one, if it happens, it can really derail my work. I will answer myself. Yeah, so probably you are seeing a list that will be long. Wait for some seconds to get this list longer. And to vote on the factor that is threatening your ability to operate successfully, just click on it. It will become bluish. And you have 3 votes. So you can choose 3 different things. Spilling your coffee on yourself. So Jacob and Rachel, let us know when you think it's a good number to move on. Eight people still to vote, 7. It looks like we have 2 winners already. Let's see what comes. Few more seconds. Nobody link, Joe. We'll give you the link. Just a second. Here we go. Okay, let's give 30 more seconds. Let's see if the... Timer. We have a timer. So nice to see these faces. Brian's there as well. Petra. Linda from Minnesota. Here we go. Let's end the vote. And let's see the results. How do I see the results, Rachel and Jacob? Here we go.
Can you see them?
I can't see on my side yet.
Here,
It's
yeah, you can see them there. It's,
Just see at the top here, final
it's a little bit
result.
funky actually. You need to make it like poof. Yeah, I can see that.
I can see my vote on the top. Where can I see the top ones?
It looks like you've got 17 votes for hidden agenda.
Okay. And 10.
And yep. 10
Okay.
votes for people's emotions. And 7 votes for people's hidden motivations, which is very similar to hidden agendas.
So let's get again. Hidden agendas is the top one, and the second it's people's emotions. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, so let's move on to the board, and I'll just change here for just me to facilitate on this side, because now we'll be moving into another step of the critical uncertainty. So we have two things. Let me get this bigger here. So hidden agendas, it's one factor. I'll put it here, hidden agendas. So in the top of this vertical axis, more hidden agendas and less hidden agendas. And on this horizontal axis, we have less people's emotions. And here we have more people's emotions. So what we did, we picked two of the most critical factors, and we are making a matrix. So now we have 4 possible scenarios. And the scenarios are, on the top left, we have lots of hidden agendas going, but people are not emotionally affected. That's one scenario. On the top right, lots of hidden agendas and lots of people emotions, people being affected. And so on and so forth. So here we have more people's emotions and less hidden agendas, and here we have less hidden agendas and less people's emotions. So what is the next step? We'll be in small groups, and Hector is planning the groups. He will let us know how many we'll have. And you'll be in, for example, in 1A or 1B or 1C. That's the name of your breakout. So that's your quadrant to describe the scenario. So just have a conversation with your friends in a breakout for a while. It's quick, just 4 minutes. And when you are there discussing, try to come up with a title for this scenario. Movie names, music names, this kind of thing that's always useful. And then you write on your post-it, the post-it that has the same name of your breakout, the title. And then we'll be back in the main room to hear each quadrant, and then we go to the next step. Hector, how are we with the breakouts?
Breakouts are ready. We have 3 groups in quadrants 1, 3, and 4. And we have 1 group in quadrant 2. Right? Because we want to explore more. Is that good?
Maybe 2 groups on the quadrant 2, because it's it's actually now on reverse that we planned, because the quadrant 2 is the worst, right?
Oh, okay, got it.
Maybe just change the 3C for 2B, and we are good.
Got it. Got it. Good.
It's like you have a quick question before we go, Fernando. Can you give us an example?
For example, we have on this quadrant over the top right, we have the breakout 2A. So we're discussing how is it that we have lots of hidden agendas in our group and people are really affected emotionally. So like crazy people in the jungle are there trying to work together, this kind of thing. It's a horrible scenario. So each scenario has its own tweak. And if you can come up with a name just to get it clear for you, because then we'll be working again on the same quadrant. But this is the first step to get ourselves ready to work on the strategies. Is that clear, Rachel?
Yes, I think it was a question in the chat. So if you just let us know if that was a clear example.
Yeah, plain werewolf.
like-
I think people got it.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Great.
4 minutes. Have fun. Find new people. Come up with nice titles and write there in the scenes.
See you in a little bit.
Let's see how we are on time. We are 2 minutes ahead.
Actually, we're like, yeah, no, we're good.
Nice. So we have 1A, 2A, 1B. Maybe you can take the post-its that are not used, Hector.
The only one that we'll be missing would be. Let me just check.
See someone asking for help in 1B.
1B.
wanna
Do you want to
go?
get there, Hector, or should I go?
Please go ahead.
So I'll be there and come back.
Oh, it's here.
Hey there. Hector,
Yeah,
I
David.
noticed, at least for our view, for our breakout room, we can't see the axis labels anymore.
Oh, you
They
can't
don't say
see-
emotions or hidden. We don't know which one's which. See what I mean? The blue ones.
Oh. Oh,
Hello there.
Yeah, Fernando, the titles of the quadrants have been eliminated.
Deleted.
I think someone
Gobbled.
clicked them or wrote them. don't know.
Let's do that again. So it's hidden agendas.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm gonna go back to my, well, actually, can I do that myself?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
okay.
click on the breakout.
All right. See you. Thank you.
And here's people's emotions. Right?
Yeah.
And less people's emotions. Don't mess up with my post-its, people.
We cannot lock them, right?
I don't think
No,
we have that
that's
functionality.
a good request. Actually, we can lock. Yeah, lock. Edit lock.
But it only appears to you as owner.
Yeah, so I'm locking these 4 post-its. How many minutes do you have?
1 plus coming back would be 1.5.
So I will turn on the timer for 1 minute.
I think they're not ready because we don't have any titles yet.
It's okay. When they come back, we start from 1A, and they will be
We type it
describing
down.
the what?
We
They'll be
type it down
describing the
just to make
quadrant
sure.
quickly, and then as they speak the title, we can write or they write.
Got it.
They're saying they can type on the stickies, but I don't have any problems. Maybe it's. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe it's set in a way so only the owner of the documents can type.
Oh, I need to let everyone facilitate. Yeah, I just changed it on the, I forgot. Now everyone can write. Because I changed it just to make the adjustments before people get in, but I forgot to let everybody write.
Yeah, that's why. Exactly. You had the editing to facilitators only. That's why, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now people are writing. Yeah, it was my fault.
It's always
Okay,
the facilitator's fault. Come on.
I thought it was our fault for the product. So you made me scared there. I was
Yes,
like,
it's
did
not
we fuck
working.
up that badly?
That was my mistake. And people are coming back. Okay. You know what? I forgot to let you write in the scenes. What a terrible facilitator you
We
find.
noticed. We know.
That's nasty.
But that's okay. Now you have it. You had more time to think about the titles. Okay, so we are in a pickle. We need to be very quick. So I will invite one group to describe the scenario and the title quickly. And then another group will just give the title and we'll move on. So it's just to get the clear how is that quadrant. So let's start with group 1A. Brian, David, James, and Jen. Please describe in 35 seconds what is happening in that quadrant. Remember to open your mic.
I'll jump in. So this is high hidden agendas. We have agendas, but you don't know them, and there's no emotion. So our title is Devious Spock. So Spock has no emotions, but there's this like deviousness.
Awesome. Thank you, David. So 2A, Elizabeth, Jeff, and Paula, just give the title and add something if you want to. "15 seconds."
Oh, okay.
Elizabeth,
Sorry,
Paula?
I thought I was on mute. So we talked about hidden agendas and high emotions. So a lot of backstabbing and not knowing where you stand and second guessing, and then emotions running high, based, feeding off of other people's energy.
And what is the name?
On 2A, we named it Survivor. But yeah, voted off the island.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I just wrote for ours. Yeah.
Let's move to the lower left quadrant, the 3, and let's go with the group 3B. Carolina, Jared, Oil, and Petra.
We just went for the straightforward zombies.
No emotions, no
We
hidden
are-
agenda.
We're low and low.
Okay, 3A, anything to add? 3A, you have Jasmine, Linda, and Seth.
Well, we caught us straight and bored, so simply lifeless.
Not much excitement there, right? Okay, let's close this round with the quadrant 4, which is the lower right. And let's go with the 4A. Daphne, Frank, and Romy.
We had come up with true emotions, lots of raw feelings, but no hidden agendas.
People are living an interesting life over there. Okay, so what is the next step? Let me move some things for you here. So you see a bunch of new post-its coming down. And the second step. So let me position properly. Okay, I think we are there.
A little bit higher.
Oh, now I dropped them already. I'll put the instructions higher. So second step, we'll be back in the same group for 10 minutes to come up with 3 strategies for that scenario. So if that is reality, what you can do to operate successfully in that scenario.
Fernando?
Yep.
I have a question, just that I understood this, the quadrants right. When it says plus people's emotions or minus, is it positive emotions or just high on emotions?
High or low on emotions. Let's.
Okay, so it could be any emotion, like.
Yeah, we are playing lightly here, Andreas.
Okay.
If we were with a group, like a normal group, you'll be digging what is exactly these emotions. But now we are just playing at 5 between 0 and 10. So any interpretation is good.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Check.
Thanks for asking. So 10 minutes. Go wild on your breakouts.
Ready to go? Let's go. Fernando. Shucks.
I need somebody help.
We're
I visit that breakout, so the breakout sucked me in that.
yeah. We're 5 ahead. Actually, we're 6 ahead.
Okay. And if you want to take away the post-its that we are not using, you know them by heart, right?
Yeah,
I don't.
I will do. Wait. Is good.
So one thing that we do is to move the
Sorry,
title
Hector. I didn't see
out.
your message.
Yeah, let's keep the titles where they are. And then we move the titles out and the strategies in. Will be better with people in the room. Leave use Spark.
Yeah, we're only we just need to get rid of the C's.
The C's. So 3C can be just erased.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
too.
just moving them out of the way. Mark and Rachel, they're just arrived. Can you host them?
Rachel is Rachel. Rachel is a new Rachel.
Because the thing is
Rachel is Rachel.
It's Rachel. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I recognize on the figure. Marco, are you there?
Oh, 3A is asking for help.
3A, I can get there.
Okay.
Let's see, breakouts.
7
3A,
minutes
right?
to go. Yeah, 3A.
Is the timer going?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can put the timer here as well.
How are the butterboards working for you guys, Hector? Oh, you're muted.
Working well so far. Sometimes just when moving and dragging it around, kind of get a little slow. I think. Is there a way to disable the cursors of the other participants?
Yeah, upper right hand side, there's like a hide cursors button. Can you see it?
On the right hand side. Oh, here it is. Yeah, got it. I think that can make it quicker as well for navigating, right?
Yeah, it reduces the CPU load.
Yeah, I imagine that.
But it's not like the butterboard is not as performant as the Miro board. We haven't optimized as much as Miro has.
Yeah, it works well. I mean, the thing is, normally it's really strange when you have more than 30 people working the same board at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're actually facilitating stuff, it's very uncommon to have 30 people just moving things around at the same time. It's quite uncommon.
Yeah, it's more like a power move to show, oh, so many people in the board, kind of,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, kind of. No, yeah, the thing is, yeah, for example, if I were having like 100 people participating, probably a visual board doesn't help much because too many. The thing is, too many moving parts and people get
That's
busy.
too many. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Then you can have many different ones.
Yeah, or you use another tool for getting the information together. Welcome, Prachi. Welcome, Anastasia.
Hello.
Have you guys seen our free brainstorm in scenes, butter scenes?
Yep. I have sections, right? You can have. Yeah, if you have like sessions on.
We have two. No, we have a structured brainstorm where you set sections, and a free brainstorm where you plop an image, and then you can basically plop post-its on that image, but it's a two, like it's not zoom in, zoom outable. It's just there.
Yeah, that can be a good option for this exercise. We just need to place the quadrants.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the dynamism of like, oh, then stuff moves down. Like there's something cool about that. But then thinking about how we could make that possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think yeah, having the sections could in the board could be interesting just to move quickly. Yeah, but the building upon building, that's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Anastasia. Welcome, Sprachi. Sorry, everybody's in breakout right now.
Maybe you can give them the link for the scenes.
Yeah, they already put it on the chat. If you can join the butter scenes that's in the chat now, so you can see what's happening real time.
So they'll be back in 4, will be 35.
At
We
the
are
end,
7 minutes ahead.
Fernando, at the end, I would like to put the link of the critical uncertainties liberating structure. I'm putting on the session lab so people can check it out.
Yeah, good.
Afterwards.
And I think we can do the slide 8, the takeaways.
Sure.
I think we'll have time.
Yeah, we actually, yeah. The thing is, normally we're doing a 1 session, a 1 hour session in what we would take around probably an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yeah. You're just compressing time.
Yeah.
But people are having fun.
Yeah, they're drawing hearts and stuff. So I suppose they're having fun.
It's a good sign. Or they're bored. It's a good session. If you have any facilitator communities that that could be helpful with the product hunt link, then please share.
We will.
It's been an explosion of communities in the last 18 months.
Yeah, a couple years. But I do remember actually when back in the day to get people together was like a real event and lots of efforts from everybody to get together and share some ideas. So sometimes we do it like twice a year because of the efforts. And now people do twice a day. Hey, Jacob, what is happening in Copenhagen? And then get together, solve some problems, and bye, see you soon. So
yeah.
Another world.
I think we had 1,400 signups for this series of events.
That's huge.
Yeah, not to say about the materials, right? I remember what was talking to my son. What is it to go to a library and find a book and read it in order to get some information?
Well, the problem is, the challenge now is going to be is, can you do anything without AI nowadays? That's going to be because I mean, you can become a master prompter, but you can still not know much.
Yeah,
Actually, no.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you
it'll
think
be
you know, but
very
you don't
interesting.
actually know.
I think a lot will be in the in that interspacing between knowing prompts, but also being able to actually digest what comes out of the prompts, and then reprompting the digested information. So you go like robot, human, right?
We're gonna go. It's 5 seconds to closing up. So it's gonna be 30. I put 30 seconds.
It's okay, yeah. And I think I will start with quadrant 4, and then we move up.
Okay. We're gonna finish with 1A. Or you're gonna go 4, 3,
Uh,
2, and 8, 1?
I think we close with the 2A. We go clockwise.
Okay, so
Okay, then.
welcome back, everybody.
Some people are still there, working
Oh,
like crazy.
some people click on the go back button.
Yeah, I'm sick of you, my little group. Okay. As we said, we are really rushing things here, but it's always fun to see how much people can do in little time. So the next step is to share the strategy. So if you remember, we started asking for things that are unpredictable and also critical. And we just combine these two things in a 2x2 matrix. It creates a scenario, and now people just dove into the scenario to come up with strategies. So we'll start with the quadrant 4, and maybe team 4B can start. Just move 1 or 2 strategies to the center. I'll give you one example. I'll pick give the group a break, and I'll move the strategy to the quadrant. Can you see that? And I'll bring the second one that you did, the 4B. Address the elephant in the room. So like 1 minute just to share a bit of this strategy, and then we move to the team 4 to add 1 or 2.
But hold on, you just deleted one of our post-its.
No, I just moved them up.
We think we had 3.
Oh yeah, there's 3. The FBI is over there as well.
No, that
So
was the
Rachel,
title.
let these titles stay away now because we don't need the titles. We need now the strategies. So the 3 strategies from group 4B are there.
Yeah.
And just give 1 or 2 details of the strategies, and then we move on. 4B, who is there? Let me check. Andreas, Dan, and Shirley. Go, Andreas.
Dan, Shelley, okay. So, even though you stole one of our post-its, I still remember what it was because I wrote it last. So we thought when you have people in a room that have no hidden agendas, so they're genuine and frank, and they're high on emotions, we call them the FBI, the frank bunch of irrationals. And the first thing you could do when they freak out because of something is just to give them a break to process the emotions on their own. Just get in some air, some time, move them around, get new water, coffee, or whatever. The second thing that came to mind is to address the elephant in the room and give it space to be talked about. Dan is an AI trainer and facilitator. So I said, well, what if you go to a company and they wake up to the fact that AI is going to take your jobs, maybe. So address it and let's talk about it. And the third thing that somewhere got missing would be to balance the emotions with rationality and challenge those feelings with asking rationally directed questions like, what data do you have to support this feeling? How much do you know from other companies in the industry or friends of yours and so on?
Okay. Thank you, Andreas. So let me challenge group 4A to add just 1 strategy. So Daphne, Frank, and Romy, just add one strategy from your collection. You have a big bunch of strategies over there.
Select 1.
Select 1.
What do you guys want to do? Heard, seen, and respected, or the emotional wheel?
Respected.
This one. Nice. Okay, so let's move to the quadrant 3, and let's go with the, I think it's team 3A. It's on the top left over there. 3A, who is there, Hector? Jasmine, Linda, Seth. Share 1 strategy only, just to speed up.
Yeah, to create an emotional connection to the goals in order to be even more successful.
I'll move this to inside the quadrant. And 3B, the zombies. Who is on 3B? Carolina, Jared, Oli, and Petra. Bring 1 to the table.
Can go. So find a clear an inspiring and engaging purpose.
Nice. Thank you, Carolina. So let's move to the quadrant 1. And let's see who is there. 1B. Where is 1B? Ben, Joe, Teresa, and Timothy. Bring one strategy to the table.
Teresa, you want to go for it?
Then I go for it. Okay, so picking up on the talking to people in one-on-ones and finding common ground between people's hidden agenda and the team's goal, and trying to get people to care a bit about the success of the team and have less hidden agendas.
Nice. And 1A, add one to the table. Elizabeth and Paula.
Did you say 1A?
1A, yeah.
Okay, that's a different group. Somebody else want to go from our group?
Oh, yeah, it's Brian, David, James, and Jen. Sorry.
Yeah, I can just address one concept, which is requiring people to take a stance in pursuit of trying to get more emotion. And we didn't view emotion as good or bad. We just viewed, like, if you're sitting in the middle, you're not one way or the other on the agenda. So to create conversation, requiring them to take a stance, so pro con, and then having discussions on that, and then introducing other liberating structures like pair shares, triads, things like that.
Nice, James. So now it's 1B. It's Ben, Joe, Teresa, and Timothy. Add one.
1C. We did 1B.
Oh, yeah, so it's on C. Who is 1C? There's so many.
Hello, 1C checking in here.
Go on, Curtis.
All right. I'll just drag one over. We're going to go on an elephant safari. We're going to go hunting elephants. The big elephant in the room.
Let's hunt it down.
Hunt it down, baby.
Curtis, I'm registered for your session on AI with Alex, just to notice.
Excellent. Good. See you there.
Okay. Quadrant top 2. Let's go with 2A. 2A, it's Elizabeth and Paula, right? Now you're right.
Yeah, that was okay. We talked about having a meeting facilitator with high IQ to help regulate emotions and kind of be that facilitator that can step in if things start going off the agenda.
And 2B, who is in quadrant 2B? It's Abba, Aki, Michelle, and Rachel. Bring one to the table.
Vicky, do you want to go ahead? Yep. Go ahead.
Turning the worst expectations, the biggest fear, into lemonade. That's the 4 on top right.
Oh, here it is. Yeah,
plus some others, but that's the one.
Yeah. Okay, so let's now have a look on the scenes. And again, we came up with some very unpredictable things. Just combine them, put people in breakouts with a quadrant to explore and have fun. And we end up with lots of strategies. So usually what happens with normal groups, and this is a normal group, is that we come up with nice ideas. And some of these ideas, they do not have to wait for a catastrophe to be implemented. So in a strategic planning, when you do this kind of exercise with a group, people come, oh yeah, this is aligned with what we are thinking right now. And oh, we didn't think about this, but this is a good idea. So these ideas that came from nowhere, from a scenario, a hypothetical scenario, they are actually useful. And the last step that we'll not be doing here, but you can imagine, is that some strategies, they work in different scenarios. So for example, let's require people to take a stance in discussions. So does it work in different scenarios? Probably yes. So this is one strategy that works there, but sometimes can help other quadrants as well. And some strategies, they are very specific for that scenario and prevents a catastrophe. So I'll bring the third step that we'll not be doing, but you just know what it is. I'm just moving it down. So third step, it's on the top. Which strategies are robust or they work in different quadrants, and which ones are hedging, just prevent that disaster to happen. So that's a very creative exercise, and it's fun, especially when people come up with the names. And as you can imagine, people within the same culture, they have similar kind of lines of thoughts. So lots of stories come up in this. For example, yeah, we already lived this scenario once, so things bubble up. Anything to add, Hector, before we move to the next scene?
Just imagine what you can do if you use this for a couple of hours instead of just one. You can actually, because we've been using it only for 1 hour, right? So this is a lot. There's a lot of that you can use it for, and we're gonna put in the chat a link to the original information of the critical uncertainties liberating structure, so you can go into details as well. Remember, this is our interpretation for the butter scenes. This is like, remember, all these are songs that we interpret in a way or another depending on the facilitator. So this is just our interpretation of critical uncertainties, and that we hope you're enjoying it.
Probably people will do it in a more organized way. And one suggestion for you, a very important suggestion: do this exercise by yourself. Pick your worst scenarios, work by yourself, creating strategies, and see what comes up. After you do it for yourself, you can easily lead it with any group. So I feel that I'm just taking a toy away from a children. You know, when you, okay, let's stop playing, and you pick the toy away. So I'm with the cursor on the arrow to move to the next step. But I can see that you're still playing. But anyway, we don't have time to all of
Say
this.
goodbye to the board. Say goodbye to the board.
So 2 questions to answer in the next couple minutes. What was valuable for you? And in which situation or group could you apply critical uncertainties? So just go wild. To add, you just click on the plus on the left side, and you see ideas flowing. I just saw your question now, David, about an example. Strategic planning. In any strategic planning session that I'm invited to, I put in critical uncertainties at a certain point. It's very creative, and some skeletons from that are hidden, they show up, and it's helpful for the group.
And I have to say, it's not a very long session. It's quite short, so you can fit it almost anywhere in a strategic planning session.
And in face-to-face, it's much easier.
Yeah.
Sorry, how long would it take if you're doing it on a strategic planning session? Because I'm doing one soon.
It's between 45 minutes and 1 hour, less than an hour for sure. And you can go deep. You can explore the strategies deep.
I think the most would be like an hour and a half, maybe. Like
yeah.
Because if not, sometimes you just the thing you have to make sure that you don't go into a revolving door. Just can fix in one of the quadrants, and you just go around and around in the circles in the same quadrant. Just move them, making sure you go through the steps as well.
Nice. If you have questions, just pop them into the chat or open the mic. We still have 11 minutes.
Probably about 8 minutes, so we can get to the next one.
Yeah, let's make 8.
I also have some links I'm going to pop in the chat here for everyone to continue to connect and explore with you all.
Thank you, Rachel.
So if there's any other ways that you want them to kind of connect with you or on LinkedIn, feel free to pop those in the chat as well.
I have a technical question. regarding the feedback board. Is it always like this, that it is constantly moving and updating? My screen is flickering now. It's quite.
I actually just mentioned that to Jacob. I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
it's
oh, flickers a little.
It's probably something we need to work on.
Yeah, please.
If you reload the page, it works again.
Is it constantly
Okay.
flickering, like, or
I think
When people add a note.
Oh, when
Yes.
people add a note. Yeah, it's because it's resizing all the time. We need to
Jacob-
figure out like some of the way that these interactions work. I mean, we literally launched the product today, so this is like exactly what we're trying to figure out. So I really appreciate the feedback, but totally agree. Like, it needs to be like more fluid and delightful.
It's because we see a lot of people writing. So while people are writing, X, Y, Z is writing. So it's always updating, and it could be.
It's creating these ghost notes when people are writing, and that's updating it very much. I can totally see it. We've
Part
never
of
had
what-
so many people in the boards as we've had today, so we've seen a lot of new behavior.
So I will ask
And
you
that's
one more
what this
thing
is
for
for.
you. Just one more thing. This is one
Yeah.
evaluation that Keith developed. So mark on the triangle, what did you feel most during this experience? So a dot in the center means that all these three attributes were present equally. But if you felt like more connection or more new options or more context and clarity, just click around. That's a good feedback for the structure itself.
I'll do my best, but these are the types of things that are not in my control.
Nice.
So Fernando, it means that you need to be more clear for the next one. 'Cause
For sure.
nobody's gonna
That's
put it in the last
my
one.
weakest spot.
Well, it's also we're trying a new tool at the same time, right? But that's really what this is all about, is being able to experience both the topic and the new tool at the same time. So we love your feedback on that. Any feedback you have, we want to hear that. So thank you, Fernando. This was fantastic. I learned so many new approaches. We have more sessions coming up even. And so there's more right after this. And we hope to see you. And don't forget to go to Product Hunt. Maybe Jacob will put the link one more time in the chat for everyone. Go
Thank you,
get
Rachel.
those upvotes and get us
Let's
up
take a picture.
there.
Let's take a picture.
Thank you, Jacob, for all the efforts. And thanks everybody for joining. So good to see you.
Yeah.
Smile, everybody.
Give us a smile. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.